Welcome to City Life. I'm Beverly Thompson. It's hard to believe that it was just 5 years ago when the first performance occurred at the Durham Performing Arts Center. DPAC has since brought Durham an impressive listing of nationally renowned artists in Broadway shows. Joining me to talk about how far we've come in 5 years and what's in store for 2014 is Alan Foushee, Marketing and Promotions Manager for DPAC. Welcome, Alan, and thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me.
So, Alan, when DPAC opened 5 years ago, at that time, Mayor Bell was quoted as saying that this facility would solidify Durham's standing as a mecca in the southeastern part of the United States for performing arts. Now, let's forward 5 years. You tell me, has that come true?
Well, in the short time DPAC's been open, we've actually received, consistently received national and local awards. So some of those include Polestar. We're ranked number 3 currently in the nation.
Wow.
For total attendance. Billboard magazine currently has us as number 10 in the world for ticket grossing sales. So number 10 in the world is pretty good. Yeah.
Pretty impressive.
TripAdvisor gave us a certificate of excellence for our customer service, and we like to be known for our red carpet customer service.
You guys do just a wonderful job of making everybody who comes there feel so important. So that's to be applauded, I think.
Yeah, that's really part of what we think are going for as a part of a DPAC show. It's about so much more than just the show you're going to see, but it's about the entertainment experience and the memories that you'll make for a lifetime at every show you come to. Okay,
and I know also in addition to all those accolades, DPAC has also helped Durham's bottom line. Tell our viewers more about that.
Yeah, certainly. So DPAC is actually listed 3 times currently in the top 5 of Polestar magazine.
Wow.
And so what that looks like currently is that we're number 3, as I said, in the country in ticket sales. And so with over 180 performances a year and an annual attendance of about 400,000 people, DPAC has entertained 2 million guests since we opened 5 years ago.
Wow.
Including thousands for some of our record-breaking events, such as Wicked. We had about 86,000 people come to that this past year, and that was the biggest Broadway engagement ever in the Triangle.
Holy cow.
Yeah, 2 years ago we were able to welcome the Radio City Christmas Spectacular with the Rockettes. We had about 76,000 people come through for that, and that was the largest holiday event ever in the Triangle as well.
You know, it's just amazing the kind of talent that you guys can get to come to Durham.
Yeah, we're very fortunate. It really is about the content that people are responding to, and we're very fortunate to have such great acts coming through.
Wow. So for more proof that DPAC is delivering on its promise to put Durham on the map as a mecca for performing arts, let's take a look at this recent video recapping the very successful 2012-2013 season. Alan, what an amazing season. Man, that is just awesome. So tell me, how has the relationship between the city and PFM Nederlander impacted the success of DPAC?
Certainly. So we feel really fortunate to have our operation partners be Nederlander out of New York and Professional Facilities Management out of Providence, Rhode Island. Collectively, they own, operate, and program about 30 theaters all over the country,
wow,
including 9 theaters on Broadway itself. And so we feel very fortunate to be able to have those partners behind us. They help us book the biggest acts, and they give us kind of that national brand.
And we're really lucky that you can attract that kind of talent to Durham. So DTV8 attended the December birthday celebration and partnership signing. Here's what Mayor Bill Bell and others had to say during this very special occasion.
And for many of you standing here today with me, this is the 5th birthday. It's also a time to reflect on the shared vision that many of us had back in 2006 when we broke ground on this site. A vision that would really solidly identify Durham as standing as the Mecca in the southeastern United States for the performing arts venues. And I'm sure you will agree that this magnificent building has enhanced the arts in every way that we'd hoped it would here in Durham. For us, arts are a very vital quality of life for Durham. It is one of the many things that gives Durham this sort of sense of place, in my opinion, like no other community in the state. And our partnership with PFM Nederlander these first 5 years has been undeniably successful. In addition to operating a very first-rate facility, they have found the right combination and diversity of performances that attract people from throughout the region.
Things like this happen because of vision, leadership, money, and persistence. And believe me, persistence was needed, and person after person stood up. This project was on the table, and the paddles were taken out so many times, and it raised back up because people in this audience made that happen.
Alan, we're going to take a quick break, so stay with me, okay?
Certainly.
All right, now that we've looked back at the last successful 5 years, we're going to be looking forward at what's to come in 2014. We'll be right back. Welcome back to City Life. We've been discussing the impact of DPAC, and now we're going to talk a little bit about what's in store for 2014. Joining me again is Alan Foushee. Thanks again for staying with me.
Thank you.
So Alan, let me ask you, give us a taste of the shows that are coming up in 2014.
Certainly. So we're actually really excited for a strong January. We kick off with Patti LaBelle on January 11th and then go into Once the Musical. And then into February, of course, is our big blockbuster with Book of Mormon, which is a really big show that everyone's really excited about. And some other big names that we've just announced include Jay Leno, Crosby, Stills and Nash, Alton Brown, and Brett Floyd.
Oh, wow. What an impressive array of people to come.
Yes, we're very excited.
Great.
It's going to be something for everyone, really.
Yeah. So, Alan, let's pretend like there's someone who's never been to DPAC before. Tell them what they're in store for when they get there, from the moment they arrive to after they leave?
Certainly. So DPAC really is all about the red carpet customer service. So from the moment you arrive to having the shuttle services from the parking decks to get you to the DPAC, to having our showstoppers at the door when you walk in the door, it's really all about making you feel like you're welcomed and making you feel like you know where you're going and having a great experience. So DPAC was specifically designed to put you really close to the stage. So we have 2,700 seats at DPAC, but the furthest seat's only about 130 feet from the stage.
Wow.
So it's a very intimate setting, even for some of the huge acts that we have.
And what about tours? Do you offer those?
Tours, yes. So on the first Monday of every month, we actually offer a tour. It's hosted by the staff, and we'll take you around to see some of the highlights, which include being able to walk across the stage and walking backstage. You can see all the places where people have signed, and you can see all the murals. And then, of course, you can walk through all 3 levels of the atrium lobby and see just the spectacular views of downtown Durham.
Now, I've been there, and well, a lot of times I've been there, and it's just so spectacular. You just wouldn't believe it, especially going backstage, just seeing everything you can see and knowing that superstars have been there and walked on that stage.
It's really cool to walk through the dressing rooms and the star dressing rooms and just be like, wow, I'm standing in the same place as some true legends of entertainment.
Definitely. Diana Ross and Aretha Franklin.
And Patti LaBelle again.
Yeah, man.
There's so many.
Just awesome. Alan, give our viewers, if you can, just a peek at the season to come up for 2014. I know you talked about the earlier part of it, but what's just to come for 2014, the later part
so
of the
that announcement, the full announcement will be coming later, but we actually have already confirmed that we're going to have Newsies, and so that's been a show that's been highly anticipated. This will be the first tour of it, actually. You know, it's a big Tony Award-winning critics pick. And so we'll have that for a 1-week engagement as part of our 2014-2015 season. But we also have a lot of other things going on around DPAC.
So Alan, I've driven around DPAC lately, and I noticed there's a lot of construction going on. Tell me about what's going on in and around DPAC to make it a better place.
Certainly. So they're finishing construction now on Diamond View 3. And so that's a 5-story office building, but at the bottom we're going to have 4 new restaurants. And the 2 that have been announced are a really good barbecue restaurant called Q, and then there will be a Moe's Southwest Grill. And there's 2 more that are yet to be announced, but those 4 restaurants are actually going to double the amount of restaurants within walking distance of DPAC. So that'll be great for people trying to get their dinner in before the show.
Oh, yeah.
In addition, they're currently going to break ground soon on an A-Loft hotel, which will be directly adjacent to DPAC. And within the A-Loft, we're actually going to connect that to DPAC, and there will be a President's Club, which is 4 times the size of our current President's Club. So that'll create a lot more space for our VIP clients who are coming in and enjoying our upgraded experience there. And there are also, this is a really important one now, 33% more restrooms for women. So the people in intermission who are trying to get into the restroom, there will be more restroom options off of the main lobby for people to use.
Okay, we women appreciate that.
Yes, and so all that should anticipate being done by early 2015.
Thank you so much for coming to visit with us.
Thank
and
you.
hope you can come back in a few months
I would
or
love
next
to.
year and tell us what's coming up for the next season.
I would love to.
All right, thanks so much. Well, that does it for this edition of City Life. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. And you can also find us on YouTube. I'm Beverly Thompson. Thank you for joining me to learn more about City Life in Durham.